lighter, so this is what I'm using for. And if I can steal
Nigga about to light the fireplace.
Nobody gonna steal that one.
We live on YouTube.
Cut it. Cut it. Cut it.
Live on the platform. Think we're ready? You ready, Can?
I am.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, the BLOC intro is not playing, y'all. You got it up. It's not playing.
I can't wait to hear this love and sex. I just brought my bonnet. You're always taking over my. What was it?
You are now listening to The BLOC with your boy Black and Stefani Love, my lovely host. Let's get this thing started.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, we live, people. Good morning to all my hustlers out there on this Saturday morning. As you can see, we're on the beach.
On the beach.
We on the class is now in session, and I just want to thank everybody for continuing to wake up with us every Saturday morning from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, we're live on Twitch, and also on VillaCoolaMedia.com, VillaCoolaRadio.com. I'm going to get that right one day. I want to let you guys know that I got my rider with me, Blizzity Black. What's up, Black?
Black is in the building.
What do you have to tell the Facebook listeners?
Hey, shout out to y'all. Y'all already know we love y'all. Y'all always looking out for us, looking at us. You know, even if I'm dark or whatever, it don't make no difference. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, as always.
All right, guys, so today I got some good shit for y'all. I have 4 Studio Movie Grill tickets to give away, and my first giveaway is going to be to our first caller who has the best Thanksgiving, the best thing that happened to them on Thanksgiving that was annoying. There may have been a family member that annoyed the fuck out of you. There may have been some food that you did not like. Dinner may have been served late. I want to know, the BLOC wants to know, call in to 214-267-8320, and I'll be giving out the first 2 free Studio Movie Grill tickets to the first caller.
Hey, can I win?
No, you can't.
I got a really good story, though.
Guys, so also remember to share this live feed on Facebook. Invite your friends. Tell them to come and join the BLOC. We're lit every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's about to get hot. Me and Black are going to carry this show out, and we're ready to get started, right?
Let go, let go.
Everybody ready? All right, so we're going to get into our first discussion, and we are going to talk about Cyntonia Brown. This is my first time this week. I heard about Cyntonia Brown. Cyntonia is a 16-year-old girl who was sentenced to life in prison. She was originally sold to sex trafficking, and she, in Tennessee, she was convicted as a teen of killing a 43-year-old man who had picked her up for sex. Cyntonia had claimed that her life was in danger when this man took her to his house. He had guns, he had everything, and she had assumed that he was reaching for his gun, and so she took it upon herself to act in self-defense, in her words, and shot and killed this man. As I stated before, Cyntonia was sentenced to life in prison at the age of 16. I have a clip for you guys that I want you to listen to real quick, and then we're going to come back and discuss it.
And he wanted someone to make love with him with desire.
Did you see any guns in the house?
Yes, I seen 2 shotguns downstairs, and he showed me a chrome gun with a black handle.
Where were you when he showed you that?
I was sitting at the table eating my food.
You tend to be a nervous person.
Yeah.
Was there anything that made you especially nervous that night?
Just how he was acting, just how he talked. It's like the way he talked, how he was just so important and stuff. And then me, I look at myself, who am I? Who am I to him? It's like, then he talks about the guns and stuff. If he does something to me, I'm sitting here thinking, what can I do? I'm in his house. Ain't nobody gonna know where I'm at. My mom and them, they don't know where I'm at. The people that I stay with, chick on them, they don't know where I'm at. Nobody's.
All right, so there you have it. That was a clip from Cyntonia Brown, who was sentenced to life in prison. This story really got to me. As we all know, that sex trafficking is very large in the United States, and this is a problem that we have been fighting for years, and we continue to fight and try to find ways that we can eliminate young children being sold to being sold to sex. So Black, do you feel like this sentence was a little too harsh?
Man, that sentence is heavy. I'll put it to you like this. Can you let me talk? You interrupted me with all that. She trying to hold it in. Nah, but yeah, that sentence is heavy though. Like you said, sex trafficking is real. I'll talk to y'all then. And it's kind of not fair for her to, you know what I'm saying, have to go through that like that. As far as she's eligible for parole at the age of 60 something, but come on, man, she's 16 and she's been raped before, and she has, you know what I'm saying, like she's been sold to this man, and he has guns. Now, from what I understand, he hadn't even tried to get the booty yet. Like, he hadn't even tried to, but she killed him while he was asleep. So that might be why the sentence is so heavy. I'm not saying it's right. I will say that the system is a failing system. It protects certain people in certain ways. Had she been some little privileged young lady, then she might have been let off because she has this new disease called affluenza, wherever the fuck that shit came from. But I'm just saying though, like it's not. I don't feel like it's okay. It sucks. Like,
I definitely agree.
I don't feel like the man needed to lose his life, but at the same time, a police officer once told me, if you see a way to get out of the situation and run, then do so. And if you don't, then you'll probably be charged with the full extent of the law. And that's what she didn't do. She didn't run. She decided to just act in this man's life.
Right. So I do want to point out that, like Yvette Ross, shout out to Yvette, the girl is 29, so this case had happened. She was sentenced at the age of 16, but she is now currently 29, and you do have several celebrities who are teaming up to contact their lawyers because they feel the same way that we feel, that this sentence is absurd. That young lady went through a whole lot. Sorry, guys. Shit.
Bro, that's so funny.
That girl went through a whole lot. She was sold to sex trafficking at a very young age. I think that the sentence could, if she needed to be sentenced for the killing of this man, it should have been a little bit more of leniency, knowing all of the things that she went through, and that there are several other young girls and even boys who are going through the same exact thing.
I feel like she might have some sorry ass lawyers, cause like I feel like any other lawyer would definitely just say temporary insanity, because of the simple fact that she had been through so many traumatic experiences, and she was tired of it. I mean, shit, you would be tired of being forced into sex. I don't know, but like
Right.
it's like it's.
It's only so much that you can take from someone before they go through a breaking point, and
everybody has a breaking point.
I definitely believe that the system failed this young lady, and even though it happened to her, they failed all the other young people who have been sold to sex trafficking, because I think that it was a defense mechanism that was appropriate for the situation that she was in, and for the system to say, regardless of you being sold for sex and raped at a young age, we don't care. You're going to pay for the crime. But what about the people who actually took sex from her, who raped her constantly, who paid other men for her to have sex with them? What about the crime? She didn't even get to live the life of a child before sex started to be taken from her. So How can anybody in their right mind, I'm sure that anyone who sentenced her had children of their own, how can
Other people, and she killed somebody who never even touched her as far as sexually goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he bought her, but that ain't no reason to kill her. You know, to kill him. Like, it sucks. The system sucks. It sucks badly, and I don't get it. But whatever. I'm not a judge.
You taking sex from a kid.
But that's what I'm saying. He hadn't touched her. He hadn't touched her.
Okay. Well, you touched her by paying for sex. That was good enough for me. Whether you touched her or not, you were trying to pay for sex from a child. There's no regards to that. I'm sorry. I have no sympathy. You are where you belong, period. And that's just where we're going to go with that. So we're going to jump into a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back, guys. Remember to share this live feed. Remember to call in and let Stefani Love and Blacc know the most annoying thing that happened to you during Thanksgiving. And I have 2 free Studio Movie Grill tickets to give away to our first caller. So go ahead, get ready to call in. The number is up on the screen, and we'll be right back. You're listening to The BLOC with your girl Stefani Love on VillaCoolerRadio.com.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Check her out on Facebook at LTurner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
What up, riders? This is your main man's Cal Be Easy.
And your boy, Big Marcus.
Man, we are hosts of the hottest, dopest sports show in the world. The Real Game, the game inside of the game.
Man, you can check us out live every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. on VillaCoolerRadio.com.
And you can also download our podcast 24/8 on VillaCoolerRadio.com and Google Play.
Man, we out this bitch.
Man, it's love some music.
Hey, what's good, Joe? It's your man, Cam King. Hey, be sure you tune in and vibe out to the sexiest hour on internet radio. That's the Fabric Extent, which airs every day from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And again, around baby making hour from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, and then you know what? Right after that, you can turn up with your man, since I host the hippest playlist on the planet. That's the Hip Hop Timeline, every day from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All exclusively on the VillaCoolerRadio.com. For fans of music, let's go.
tell your friends.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you for staying tuned while we were on a commercial break. We're going to go ahead and get into our next topic on the table. And I came across a story about Kendra Basket, who she was a former Playboy model who was married to the late Hugh Hefner. Kendra is now married to Hank, who plays football, or he's retired, I believe. And they were traveling this week to be with family for Thanksgiving. And upon traveling, Kendra went live, or she tweeted about picking cotton and how she always had wanted to pick cotton. The media obviously blew it up and made it a big deal and stated that it was a racist joke. Kendra jumped on Facebook, jumped on Twitter, and defended herself and basically said that it was taken out of context, that she only wanted to pick cotton because she wanted to know how real raw cotton had felt. But that is not how her fans and things took that comment. And so I want to know, Black, do you believe that maybe we're blowing this out of proportion?
I do.
Okay.
Because a few months ago, I went to a teacher's house, and she happened to have a neighbor who has a cotton field. And because of the same way that Kendra felt, I wanted to know not necessarily how raw cotton felt, but I wanted to know how it felt to pick cotton, what my ancestors went through and how hard it really was to pick cotton. So as I was leaving the house, I stopped on the side of the road and I picked some cotton, and I put it in my pocket and told, you know what I'm saying, told my tea lady, told my grandmama, told everybody, you know what I'm saying, everybody in my family, hey, I picked some cotton. And they was like, you crazy. I was like, well, I really just wanted to know how it felt and what it was like to pick cotton. I've never touched unprocessed cotton. I didn't realize that there were seeds in cotton like that. But I mean, so I can understand where she's coming from, and I guess because she's not Black, it makes it a big deal, but to me it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
What you think?
I believe that it possibly, yes, it is blown out of proportion, because I have followed Kendra for a very long time, and I don't think that she's racist by no means. She is married to a Black man. She has biracial children, so I don't think that she meant to be racist. But then going to my next part of this topic was, I think that whatever race you are, when you're speaking of something, we have to be very cautious about the words that we use when we're speaking of something that could possibly be taken as offense by another race. In this case, when she was picking cotton, the only thing on the subtopic of that video that she stated was, I've always wanted to pick cotton. That was it. You left it open for people to assume whatever they wanted to assume, but then you had to come back and retract your comment and say, I only wanted to pick cotton because I wanted to know how actual raw cotton felt. But that's not how you put it out there in the beginning, and maybe if you would have been more aware of the wording that you were using, you might not have had to face any harsh criticism from the media or even your fans.
Tell me this, what's wrong with her titling her video, I always wanted to pick cotton?
I said nothing was wrong with it, but if you don't want to get the backlash of your fans or of people who follow you, then you may want to be a little bit more cautious about the wording that you use when you're speaking of something. Everybody knows what cotton picking, the history behind cotton picking. So anybody is going to, there was even white people who said that that was kind of offensive because you only said, I've always wanted to pick cotton.
That's just people being overly sensitive. Like, there should be no reason that I got to title my video, I always wanted to pick cotton, but I'm not racist, and this is not a racist video. Like, if I always wanted to pick cotton and that's what the fuck I wanted to name my video, then let me name it that shit. Why you so mad? Why you mad, bro? Like, I don't get it.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, Black. However, being on the platform that she is on, and any celebrity or anybody in general, I don't think that I think strongly, I'm always going to say that you should be very aware of the wording that you use, especially in something in that case. You can't think that everybody is going to think like you. You have to be aware of everyone who follows you and who's a fan of you, and be cautious of the wording that you use. That goes for anybody, whether you're a celebrity or not.
Who would think that somebody would get mad just because you said, I always wanted to pick cotton? You wasn't talking about anybody else. You didn't point the finger or nothing. You said, I always wanted to pick cotton. If I ever become a celebrity, my PR people gonna be mad as fuck at me because I don't see shit wrong with it. I wouldn't have seen shit wrong with it. I don't feel like she has to watch her ass on that particular statement or that video. Like, she didn't say shit out of line to me. I feel like people are becoming way too sensitive in America, bro. Like, way too sensitive. In a minute, I ain't gonna be able to call a wife beater because now I support domestic violence. Like, how the fuck do you even put the two together? It's just, like, it only make this sensitivity in America, like, it frustrates me because everybody wants to nitpick over some bullshit. This is really some bullshit.
That's the world we live in,
and that's very unfortunate.
Well, it's very unfortunate, but hey,
so,
be careful of the words that you use, Kendra, from this point forward. If you don't want to, you're baffled by the accusations. You don't want that. So going forward, if you don't want to hear the backlash from fans or people who follow you, then be cautious of your wording, period.
So what should she have named the video?
She should have said, I've always wanted to pick cotton. I've always wanted to know how real cotton felt. That's the only solution I can come up with. If you don't want to hear, she was upset that the people felt some type of way. If you're upset that people are gonna form their own opinion, then be aware of the wording that you use. Period.
I'm upset.
If you don't care, then don't respond to it. But she responded to it, and she was very upset that people made that assumption out of. Well, then be aware of your wording. Period.
But you keep saying be aware of your wording. What the fuck did she say that was wrong? That's what I don't get.
I'm telling you what she said. You may not have thought that it was wrong, Black, but there are other fans and other people who thought that it was wrong. I'm not saying that everybody thought that it was wrong, and I didn't think it was wrong because I know Kendra. But for people who felt that it was wrong, they are entitled to feel that it was wrong because of her wording in. I mean, hey, that's a sensitive subject to talk about. We deal with racism. We're dealing with inequality when it comes to police officers. We're dealing with, all type of racism. And so this is a big topic that is talked about every single day. And if you don't want backlash from anyone and you don't want anyone making assumptions about how you feel about a certain race, then be very careful of the words that you use.
See, and I feel like this is race baiting. This is race baiting. It gotta be, because, like,
you can call it what you want to call it, but I'm just letting it be known that you, Kendra, if you don't want to have to respond to what your fans are saying,
she watching
you watching. If you don't want to have to respond about what your fans feel about what you post, then be careful. If not, then don't give a fuck and don't respond to it.
Okay, Kendra, that's her opinion since she's watching. I feel like you didn't do shit wrong. You got a black husband. You got a black father-in-law. You got half black babies. Guess what? They're considered black. You didn't do shit wrong. You picked some cotton while you was in Texas.
So if she would have said, I've always wanted to hang a nigger.
That's different, though.
But cotton picking is a sensitive subject. Cotton, for any white person to sit up here and say, I've always wanted to pick cotton and leave it at that, motherfucker, I'm going to take it as you've always wanted to pick cotton and feel how a black motherfucker felt when they picked cotton. That's all. That's the only assumption I can come. Now, if you would have said, I've always wanted to pick cotton because I want to know how raw cotton feels, because raw cotton feels different from cotton that has been processed.
Well, yeah.
So therefore, it would have been more understandable if you would have said, I want to feel how real cotton from the field feels, then it would have been done. We would not have even had to discuss. Kendra would not have even had to come back and retract anything that she said. But her ass sat there and said, I wanted to feel how it felt to pick cotton. Bitch, we picked cotton for all these years. We can tell you how it feels if you want to know how it feels.
How many times you pick cotton?
I ain't picked it none, but I support my ancestors who have.
No, I feel that, but, like, at the same time, it just just because she said I wanted to feel how it feels to pick cotton, you automatically go to cotton picking. I mean, shit, people still pick cotton to this day. So it's somebody out there getting paid to pick some cotton.
The blackest ass nigga around.
Hey, nigga.
Listeners, tell us how you feel about this situation. If you want to call in and let us know how you take what her comment was, if you felt like the fans were right for feeling some type of way about her comment, please call in and let us know, because obviously we're on two different
wavelengths.
I agree with the fans who were upset. I wasn't upset because, like I said, I know Kendra. I feel like I know her because I've watched her. In Playboy, I looked at my dad's Playboy magazine, so I know that Kendra wasn't being racist. But you have fans out there who may not know, and it could be taken as offense. And to anyone who wants to make a joke or anything, that's just like we've always had a problem with white people who say, but I wasn't being racist, I have black friends. Okay, but still, you have to be cautious of your wording, and that's just my opinion, and I'm going to stick to it.
She didn't say, I want to see how the niggers felt, but whatever. I'll let you feel that way.
You're going to let me, because I'm feeling that way.
Well, you sound like you feel that way.
Like super producer Cam King said, and we're going to go ahead and jump into some fly shit. Down.
It's the BLOC, and this is that fly shit.
All right, guys. So as you see, it got a little hot. Sometimes I have to bring my foot down. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into some fly shit, and I want to talk to the men. I love schooling my men. I love to tell my men how to make your woman happy. Remember, happy wife, happy life, happy girl, happy. I mean, you just live a happy life. And there's ways that you can avoid just the nagging and the fussing and just live a blissful, happy life with your significant other. So there are certain things that women love to hear. There are certain things that we want to hear from our man without even having to tell you. It makes us feel valued. It makes us feel loved. And I'm telling you, if you say these things to your woman every now and then, I'm not saying every day, every second, every minute, but at least try to just throw these things out there every now and then, and I guarantee you things will kind of be a little bit more steady. If you're going through a rocky road in your relationship, try these things, try saying these things, try implementing these things into your daily conversation with your significant other, and it may eliminate some of the tension that is in your relationship. So I'm going to give you 7 things. Let me clear my throat. So, number 1, women love to be called gorgeous and beautiful. Women like to know their man finds them attractive. When you, like I said last week, digital foreplay, send your girl a message. Hey, baby, you looked good when you left the house. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. It'll make her feel attractive, and when you make your woman feel attractive, she can be nice. She can stop all the nagging. There won't be any tension, and she'll forget that you didn't take out that trash today. All right. So number 2 is ask for help, or ask to help. We want our man to want to help. Ask things like, "Is there anything I can do, or can I help you?" Number 3, you're my one and only. Now, I know that may sound like a cliche, but sometimes you're not their one and only. But hey, that's neither here nor there. But women love to know that she completes you, that your life is better with her. So let her know that you're her one and only. Number 4 is I appreciate you, or I thank you. Sometimes we need to hear that, because keep in mind, a lot of time women, whether they're with a person or not, we tend to have to juggle work and we have to juggle our family life. And that can be exhausting at times. And sometimes we need to hear that we are appreciated, that our work is recognized, that you recognize us taking care of home and juggling work. It makes us feel appreciated. Number 5 is let me take care of it. Give your woman some sort of relief. Let her know if there's a bill that needs to be paid. Just let her know, hey, I'm going to take care of it. And that will give her a sense of relief. She'll be able to focus on other things, and it can kind of, like I said, diffuse some tension. Number 6 is sometimes don't say nothing at all. Just listen actively. It makes a big difference. And number 7, my last one, what do you think? Sometimes your woman needs to know that you value her opinion. So ask her what she thinks about something that you may need to take care of or a project that you're getting ready to start. If you include your woman in whatever it is that you have going on and try to get her opinion about things, whether you agree with it or not, it at least lets her know that you value her opinion and you look for her input on anything that you're trying to partake in your life. And that was your fly shit.
Was it?
It's the BLOC, and this is that fly shit.
We just some young fly niggas.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into a song, and it's called Table Made by Kobe Savage. And we'll be right back. Remember, share this live video, and we're waiting on our first caller.
You already know you listening to The BLOC with your boy Blacc on VillaCoolerRadio.com.
Table made in the presence of my enemies. I'm talking about the enemy of depression, the enemy of defeat, the enemy of fear, failure, the enemy of poverty, procrastination, the enemy of negativity. Bind it up in the name of the Lord. No negative vibes, I push the pedal and thrive. I know the devil, his only hope is to see my demise. I see he's surprised, from nothing I rise. From hustling on the corner to speaking with God. I was broken inside, pain opened my mind. Jesus told me to move over, who told you to drive? I know where you headed, it's trouble that way. If you follow my lead, I won't lead you astray. Now look in my eyes, all the worry has died. I curry and crunch time, finger up to the sky. Keep up with my stride. My enemies try, whenever they gain ground, they stumble from pride. I'm humble, I cry, you wondering why? America's like a jungle where underlings die. The truth is a mirror, separated from lies. I'm the son of a king, educated and wise. In the presence of my enemies, in the presence of my enemies. I'm in the presence of my enemies. Bow your head, say your grace, go ahead and feast. In the presence of my enemies, in the presence of my enemies. I'm in the presence of my enemies. Bow your head, say your grace, go ahead and peace. No more service and fiends, faith resurrected my dreams. Every blessing supreme, every error redeemed. Every terror the devil brings, I block it and sing. Victorious songs of praise like Kirk and his team. I'm picking up steam, like lightning I beam. I'm writing righteously now, they say I'm esteemed. You follow regimes, I follow the king. I'm done having the borrowers flowing like streams. From dirty to clean, spiritual things bless me to take flight with invisible wings. This more than you bargain for, I implore you to think. Ignoring negative, no, that's a daily routine. I was deep in ravines, facing devilish schemes. Went from whispering silent prayers to shouting my plea. He told me my dreams would turn into green, turn into something special that suddenly seen. In the presence of my enemies, in the presence of my enemies. I'm in the presence of my enemies. Bow your head, say your grace, go ahead and feast. In the presence of my enemies, in the presence of my enemies. I'm in the presence of my enemies. Bow your head, say your grace, go ahead and feast.
What's up, world? You're listening to VillaCoolerRadio.com. Tell your friends.
Okay.
All right.
We back live in effect. This is your girl Stefani Love
and your boy Blacc.
Damn, he don't never let me finish shit.
I like saying my name.
Just like a nigga.
Just like
Can't
a...
stay in a place. Didn't I just tell y'all about some fly shit? All right. So that was Table Made by our boy Kobe Savage. Shout out to Kobe.
Positive vibes only.
Shout out to all of the people that are tuned in via YouTube, via Facebook. Shout out to Tony Barfield, to Lisa King, James Vaughn. We see you guys. Thank y'all, YGE Cole. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember to share this video. Remember, you can call and talk to us. We want to know the most annoying thing that happened to you during Thanksgiving. Call and tell us anything. The number is 214-267-8320. You can win 2 Studio Movie Grill tickets. And also, I'm going to do a drawing for anyone who shares this live video on Facebook. At the end of the show, we're going to do a drawing, and I'm going to give away 2 Studio Movie Grill tickets to 2 people who have shared this video. So go ahead, do it, and let's get what you want to say now.
I was going to ask a question, damn it.
Go ahead.
So it's 2 ways you can win, right?
It's 2 ways you can win. You can call in, tell us the most annoying thing that happened to you during Thanksgiving, and then also I'm going to pick 2 people who share this video. We're going to do a drawing at the end, and we'll pick 2 people, and you'll get a Studio Movie Grill ticket as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our next discussion. And imagine finding out about someone sleeping with your wife, or even sending dick pics and things like that. How far would you go to make this person pay for ruining your relationship or even your marriage? There was a scenario that went on with Fletcher Cox, who plays for, I don't know if he still plays, he plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. He nailed a guy's smoking hot wife.
Wait, did you say nailed and smoking hot in the same sentence?
According to, he nailed a smoking hot wife, and he also told her he wanted her to have his baby. So there was a man who found out that he was sending dick pics and having sexual relationships with his wife, and they live in the state North Carolina. I was made aware by Blizzity Black that in North Carolina you can sue the third party for intervening into your marriage. You can sue them. So this resident of North Carolina has decided to sue Fletcher Cox for ruining his marriage for $25,000. Yes, $25,000. What the fuck? You have to have proof. You have to have proof. You have to be able to show that the love and affection was alienated and destroyed. You have to show that you and your spouse had a genuine love connection before this person intervened in your marriage. And you have to be able to show that malicious acts of a third party produced the alienation of affection. So according to this man, he's able to prove that. He has text messages, he has screenshots, and now he wants to sue Fletcher Cox. Do you believe that it's necessary? I mean, like, who do you think that he really should be mad at?
Of course he should be mad at the woman. Him and Fletcher Cox don't know each other, but Fletcher Cox has been slinging that cock into his woman. I mean, you can't, I guess you can't really be mad at Fletcher. Like, I guess you could be, because he probably knew the woman was married, but at the same time, that wasn't your homeboy. You didn't even know him. Like, you see an opportunity to get that money bag, so here you go. You about to go try to get it. But it's her fault. She the one who, you know what I'm saying, allowed this man to, you know, come between their marriage and get caught doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she did that, not Fletcher. He thought she was fine, so he shot his shot. Like, well, she knew he had money, just like the husband know he got money. That's why he about to sue Fletcher.
Well, I say kudos to the husband. Hey, stop messing around with people's wives. And I'm sure Fletcher Cox, there was plenty of other bitches you could bang, but you chose to go bang somebody's wife, and now you need to pay for it.
You said she was smoking hot.
I don't give a damn. I'm sure that there's plenty of other smoking hot bitches that you could bang that ain't married. You are finna lose out on $25,000.
Like, he gonna miss that.
Is he still playing? Can we look up if he's still playing? Can you afford to lose $25,000 for banging somebody's wife?
He still got money.
Like, this man is destroyed. This man even said that his wife has blocked him from Instagram. That's devastating to be blocked.
You know what that is? That's not that nigga wife no more. That's what that is.
Well, and you gonna pay for it. She could have been my wife. We had love and affection before you came and tried to stick your cock in her. So therefore, you're gonna pay for it, and you're gonna pay me $25,000 for it.
Hey, look, that wasn't his wife when Fletcher hit it. When Fletcher beat that down, that wasn't his wife.
I don't give a damn. So I have $25,000 out of Fletcher Cox. You can have my wife because I'm finna go bang me a smoking hot girl too with $25,000.
Well, you got to win the case. And
he's gonna win because he has text messages, he has screenshots of Fletcher Cox things.
Look, it's 3 things listed there.
And he can prove all
Look at
of
that
them.
very first one. You and your spouse had a genuine love and affection.
Well, he says that he can prove it,
And guess what? She can definitely disprove it. Well, it's easy. Oh, I stopped loving him back in 2015 when he did this and when he did that.
Show me. I'm sure you just sent him, oh, baby, I love you. Thank you for last night. Nah. Bitch, you gonna pay. Fletcher Cox, you gonna pay me $25,000. And then, like I said, dude, go take your $25,000 and go find you a hot smoking bitch and marry her. And to hell with Fletcher Cox and your wife. Let her block her. Block her from all social media sites.
Well, how you gonna block her if she done blocked him first?
There's Facebook, there's all that other stuff. So,
Look, what I'm saying is, this nigga here just trying to get a bag.
So you think he's an opportunist?
Well, hell yeah.
So do you think that do you believe that if it wasn't Fletcher Cox that he wouldn't even try to sue the guy?
No, he wouldn't try to sue the guy. He would be mad. He'd be mad. He'd be big mad, like super mad. He would need a cake because he'd be super mad. No. But like he wouldn't sue him.
If that's a law in North Carolina, I'm sure that there's tons of people who go suing.
So you telling me, I find out somebody that got my wife and then pulled her out of our marriage and stuff like that. And this is a regular Joe Blow that works on a dump truck making $13 an hour. You think I'm about to go try to spend some money to go get $2,000 from him?
People need to pay for not taking marriage seriously. And I would never mess with a married man because that's just totally against my beliefs. And hey, marriage is supposed to be sacred. A lot of people these days tend to overlook marriage like it's just nothing, and people need to pay for that. And I think Fletcher Cox got what he deserved, period.
Okay. What I'm saying is, you are not gonna just go sue some random ass nigga. But the fact that it was.
Tell me what I'm gonna do.
Well, because you not a nigga anyway, so it don't
if
matter.
I was a bitch, I'm gonna go sue a regular ass bitch for thinking she can take my man.
You wasting money.
I don't care if you got $2. I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna destroy your life like you destroyed my life. I'm gonna leave you with nothing. You're gonna live in a trash can, bitch, after you think that you can take my man. Period. That's just how that's gonna go. I don't give a damn if you work at Walmart. I'm gonna sue you for every paycheck that you have.
Look, he's being an opportunist because of who the person is. Like, you talking about bitch gonna be living in a trash can. Shit, after you pay them lawyer fees, you might be right next door to her in a cardboard box. That's fine. It ain't no point. Like, you done ruined yourself at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, Fletcher Cox, don't screw nobody in North Carolina no more. Go to another state, and if that's how you want to handle it. But like I said, there's plenty of other bitches you can screw. I don't know why you want to screw with a person who's married. Then you're telling the woman that you want to have her baby, you want her to have your baby. Come on, man, this is another man's wife.
But she responded, "I know, baby. We will make beautiful children." Because I saw the messages. Okay. I can show them to you when I don't want to pull up right now, but
Fletcher,
she responded to him.
I'm sure that if North Carolina has a law where you can sue the third party, I'm sure there's a law where he can go after his wife too. And that probably, if we ain't heard about it, if it hasn't happened, I'm sure that it's gonna happen.
He's gonna lose.
They both need to pay for destroying me and disregarding my feelings. Period. Super producer Cam King, do you have an opinion about this?
Well, since you asked, you do what you do. You know, you have to pay for your consequences, and if you play with people like he has apparently, then you play with fire, you're gonna get burned. That's how I feel about it.
Thank you.
I don't give a shit.
Okay, and
what
there
the
we
hell?
have it.
That don't change my mind.
We're going to go ahead and jump into a commercial break. Niggas, stop sleeping with niggas' wives and leave them alone. Get you another, it's plenty of them. Plenty of other fishes in the sea. Get on POS.
That's how I feel about it.
Well, he likes.
And we're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to The Block with your girl, Stefani Love, on VillaCoolerRadio.com.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Check her out on Facebook at LTurner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
What up, riders? This is your main man's Cal Be Easy.
And your boy Big Marcus.
Man, we are hosts of the hottest, dopest sports show in the world. The real game, the game inside of the game.
Man, you can check us out live every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. on VillaCoolerRadio.com.
And you can also download our podcast 24/8 on VillaCoolerRadio.com and Google Play.
Man, we out this bitch.
Man, it's love some
Hey, what's good, yo? It's your man, Cam King. Hey, be sure you tune in and vibe out to the sexiest hour on internet radio. That's the Fabric Extent, which airs every day from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And again, around baby making hour from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, and then you know what? Right after that, you can turn up with your man, since I host the hippest playlist on the planet. That's the Hip Hop Timeline, every day from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All exclusively on the VillaCoolerRadio.com. For fans of music, let's go.
Tell your friends.
All right, so we back, and we did some fact checking, and Fletcher Cox does still play in the NFL, making $17.6 million a year.
Well, you can give me my $25,000.
Hey, that ain't nothing. That's water in the bucket.
All right, I'm sure if Fletcher Cox, you telling the other bitches you want them to have your baby, you probably got 10 babies. You can't lose no $25,000.
Shit, he can.
For sleeping with somebody else's wife.
That's a sack. Like, all he got to do is get a sack and got that $25,000.
All right.
I'm just saying, go to the next topic. Leave me alone.
This nigga about to be slapped.
I ain't worried about you.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into our next discussion. Super producer Cam King, we need your attention.
Yeah.
And guys, there was a crazy story that went on, and I was floored. I was baffled. I don't know if it wasn't on the news. It was actually in the Dallas Morning newspaper. My mother-in-law told me about it, and I was like, interesting. I need to let my listeners know. This week, a Dallas Police Department officer has been arrested and accused of stealing hundreds of dollars in groceries. $830 worth of groceries.
Who was he feeding?
From a Walmart in Denton County. Yes, a Dallas police officer was accused and arrested of stealing $830 worth of groceries at a Walmart. Employees told the police that the suspect, who's identified as a 30-year-old Christopher Hankins, left the store with close to $830 worth of groceries without paying. And guess what, guys? Guess what? He was wearing a Dallas police officer jacket while he was doing it. Hankins states that he told the officers that he had panicked, that his car had been stolen, so he went outside with his grocery cart. Officers smelled a strong odor of alcohol. That alcohol makes you not think straight. And the store manager also told them that Hankins had been shopping in the store for about 3 hours, acting suspicious. What do you have to say?
what is there to say? Like, bruh, one, you went into Walmart drunk with your police. What? Two, with your police jacket on. Three, you stole $830 worth of God knows what. Why were you in Walmart for 3 hours is the bigger question.
Donkey of the day.
Man, what? and like, nigga, you told the police that you panicked because you thought somebody was stealing your car?
Yep.
What?
And see, I thought when I heard this, I'm like, okay, police officers are supposed to make good decisions under stressful situations. So you're a police officer. You should be able to stop, act, and just make the best decision under situations like that, even if it is your car being stolen. I mean, you have to arrest people who may have a gun on them, and you just didn't in your right mind say, let me leave my car here and run outside and go get your car if you believe that it was stolen. Then two, you're shopping for $830 worth of stuff. It ain't even Black Friday yet. Like, come on now. This was like an epic fail. I can't understand it. I'm really trying to figure out what was going on in this man's mind. And then you even had on your police jacket. Like, come on now. Like, who does this?
It's such an ironic story. It's so oxymoronic and everything. Like, who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? Like, I know how to speak correctly, but I'm using bad term right now. Who would have thunk that a damn police officer would be caught shoplifting while damn near in uniform? Like, that shit just
ain't nobody perfect. Is what this is telling me, that even police officers make dumb, stupid.
But you know what? Some people just have a niche for it. Some really like.
It seems like
it gets some highlights.
Because what do you need $830 worth of groceries for? Who are you trying to feed? The homeless for Thanksgiving? Like, come on now. And then at that, you stealing it.
Yeah, and then like it's crazy because pretty sure he had the money. Just like the NFL players, and more recently, one of the Ball brothers, LeAngelo Ball, got caught stealing in China when he could have just asked his brother, you know, I want this Louis bag. I want, you know, I want this. Loan me some bread so I can get it. Instead, you steal it. It's like a high for certain people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think so. You got like that theft hand.
Yeah.
You just have to steal something. And honestly, it doesn't matter what your title is, what your profession is. Some people just have skeletons in their closet, and eventually they come out, and eventually you're exposed. And
So should he lose his job?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Do you think that?
Yeah, I think he should. Because I was gonna get on your ass if you said he shouldn't lose his job, especially about but just like from the prosecutor situation that we had last week. If you'd have said he shouldn't have lost his job, where he actually did something that was something that he would have taken me or you to jail for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he was drunk too. 3 hours. Who the fuck? He had to be high too. He spent 3 hours in Walmart. Yeah. He was in there looking at the
Maybe
Twinkies.
Someone banged his wife and was suing him for $25,000. Who knows? But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and jump into some love and sex.
Oh shit. We gonna do it? Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. So, this week, guess who gets to talk love and sex?
Oh, shit.
It's your boy Black.
Oh, shit.
On the love and sex. And our disclaimer, you want to give them the disclaimer?
We promote safe sex, marriage. And if you're single, you can bang anybody you want to bang.
Just don't bang nobody's wife.
Just don't bang nobody's wife.
All right, so this week on Love and Sex, we're going to talk about things you can do to keep the sex interesting. Mm-hmm. Keep the sex drive going. Mm. And with that, my first thing, I want you to start out with random shit. Like I want to go out on a date and, you know, we chop it up, we have a good time, and on the way back home, you unbuckle your seatbelt, you unbuckle my seatbelt, and you just start unbuckling my pants while I'm driving.
That's too much.
Nigga, let me tell you, road head is great head. by the time we get to that bed, I'm going to be so motherfucking ready. It don't make no sense. I'm going to stroke you so hard to where I kiss you, I'm damn near sucking my own dick type shit.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, nigga, I'm talking about that shit. Do some shit that you know that your significant other wants to do. Let's go to the park. Let's do some sneaky shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring some covers. Let's read a book in the park. But we really ain't reading. That was an insider if y'all didn't know. Yeah, like let's go to the park. Do some sneaky shit. Let's go to the movies. Let's live out our teenage years again. We getting old.
Teenage fever.
Go back to them teenage years where you sneak a feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, letting his woman know, like, hey, I want you when we get up out this movie. I want that. And you gonna prepare her in the movie theater. Go watch a movie that you really don't want to see, and then don't watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? Do some role play shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, not necessarily dressing up like cops and robbers, but, you know, do some sometimes the men need to let the woman be dominant. And I ain't talking about that old nasty dildo up the booty type shit, because some people like that shit and I'm not for it. But like, I want my woman to like push me on the bed like shit. Whoa, hold on, I like that. What you doing, baby? Hey, you about to take this dick? Like, you don't want me to give it to you. You about to take it? Yeah. You got to do shit like that. I like the nasty shit, not weird nasty, but like the nasty shit.
Like kinky.
Yeah, like I want you to tell me to pull your hair. I want you to tell me to choke you. I'll put you in a figure 4 leg like if you want me to. Just do shit that's not normal everyday shit, not just, you know what I'm saying, y'all do a little fellatio or cunnilingus and then y'all getting into it and y'all done going to sleep. No, give me some, stop me in the middle of it, and then just tell me some freaky shit or change the position for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, take control. Then once you do that, men, let the woman take control a little bit, and then when she do that, you got to flip her back over and let her know who's really in control. You feel what I'm saying? Man, I could talk about this shit all day. How many minutes I got?
Have a bonnet on?
How many minutes? No, rip that bitch off. I'm talking about it gets so kinky to where if you know she wearing a wig, snatch that bitch off and throw it across the room. Throw that bitch across the room. And then tell her go get it, but don't let her. She gonna be trying to get that motherfucker so bad.
Don't do that. Then he gonna be talking about, oh, that bitch ugly. He gonna screw these ugly to him.
Nah, but what I'm saying is like that. You gotta find ways to be freaky and not just the same old, because that shit gets boring. Yeah. You know, it's how many minutes I got? Oh man. Oh shit. Well, guys,
let's talk love and sex.
Damn, Blacc.
That was your love and sex. Hey, snatch that bitch off, throw it across the room. I'm
snatching wigs off tonight.
And bonnets. Snatch the wig, throw it that way, the bonnet that way, throw the booty back. All right, what's the next time?
All right, and on that note, we have a song coming up, Have Mercy by Kobe Savage. You're listening to The BLOC with your girl Stefani Love on VillaCoolerRadio.com.
for them jobs to turn you down, but the streets will plug you in. Have a cool church going, nigga, out there hugging sin. We was stuck and trying to win, hustling, bringing income in. Not knowing the system, laughing like they coming to the pen. Incarcerated souls sending prayers to the sky, hoping that God sees every tear they cry. I dodged prison, but I couldn't dodge karma. My choices kept me confined, Lord, cover me with your armor. Mercy is what I need, I'm planting seeds like a farmer. But this time around, it's loyalty and it's honor. Maybe if I'm forgiven and Jesus is in my corner, this troublesome life I see won't bother me any longer.
Every day I send a prayer up into the sky.
Every day,
waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
Waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
I'm smoking kush, reading scriptures from the book of John. If I'm wrong, please forgive me, I'm your fallen son. Misunderstood like a preacher who talks in tongues. You can't relate your feet, never had to walk the slums. I'm waiting for an answer to my prayers. I need peace like my next breath of air. My next breath ain't promised, but I ain't scared. Father, forgive me for sinning like I ain't care. I almost fell out, but I'm still balanced. It's up to me to make the most of each and every talent. Each and every challenge I accept it right. You never know how strong you are until you have to fight. These snakes strike, try and send you to the afterlife. I'm still learning, had to read a few chapters twice. Jesus Christ, have mercy on me every night. I am patiently waiting on your sound advice.
Every day I send a prayer up into the sky.
Every day,
waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
Waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
I'm dreaming of a life free from strife, free from fake friends and feds who might indict. Only positive vibes is in my sight. I'm only vibing with God, so when I write, my words bound to take listeners to a higher height. I'm thankful in the morning, thankful in the night. Whenever I'm performing, you can see the light. You can see the inspiration, this is more than hype. I'm the master of these ceremonies. My delivery been precise since the Lord, homie. I'm blessed to bless stages with the good news. I'm trying to split the Red Sea and make a mountain move. My faith stronger than it's ever been. Truthfully speaking, bro, I've never had a better friend. I tried doing this alone, but it's far from done. I need Jesus in my life, Lord, please respond.
Every day I send a prayer up into the sky.
Every day,
waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
Waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins. Every day I send a prayer up into the sky. Waiting for an answer. Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
Waiting for an answer. Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
What's up, world? You're listening to VillaCoolerRadio.com. Tell your friends.
We're back, and the AC is on because it got hot. Promise it did. That was Have Mercy. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Now we're gonna get into our little next topic. Your boy Ray Allen, Mr. Shoot the Threes. He was catfished. He claims he was catfished by a man pretending to be a number of attractive women, and now he's filed legal documents to make sure the catfisher doesn't leak his private information. What private information? I don't know. But the ex-NBA superstar claims he met these women in various online forums and communicated with them, sometimes sharing private information, dick pics. Ray claims he eventually figured out he was being catfished and ended the relationships, but the man behind everything became obsessed and began posting items on social media about Ray and his family. Ray says he got the guy to sign a confidentiality agreement in which he agreed to stop posting about Ray, but the guy violated the deal. So, Miss Stefani Love, how do you feel about this?
First off, why are you wanting to get a confidentiality agreement signed if you didn't do anything? And hey, I think you should be more careful of whose DMs you're sliding through, who you're trying to. Hey, you're married, so why are you even looking to entertain anyone outside of your marriage? I'm sorry, but you pay for what you get.
You don't know if they have an open relationship or
They
not.
don't have no open relationship.
You don't know that.
All right.
You talked to his wife?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd she say?
According to my women gods, don't know bitch stand for no open relationship.
But that's not true. That's not true. I've seen a dude walk into a place with 2 girlfriends. And
well, Ray Allen was, Ray Allen has, this hasn't been the first time that Ray Allen has been accused of, I guess, if you want to call it cyber stalking, if you want to call it sliding through the DMs. But Ray Allen has been known to kind of slide through the DMs and then eventually get caught for it. So, hey, he should have known that this could possibly happen. But now you want to get a confidentiality agreement signed, and then you want someone to remain quiet. You want to make them look like you were catfish, which you probably weren't catfish.
But he got it signed.
But still, I mean, even with a confidentiality agreement, obviously they can still come out whenever they want to. And you pay for the consequences. What's done in the dark comes to the light, and you're going to pay. Confidentiality agreement or not, that doesn't stop anything from you being exposed. And you have been exposed, Ray Allen.
Well, why catfish people? Like,
oh, no, I don't catfish people.
I don't get that. I mean, I watch the show, and it be like, it's doing too much. You got to put too much into it. But as far as Ray Allen, like, I hope he wins this case, because
I don't think that it should be anything to be. You should learn from it. As we know, there's many things that you can do through DMs and private messaging. I mean, hell, you can make phone calls now. You can do video messaging. This is the new form of cheating. Sliding through the DMs. Snapchat me that pussy. All that shit. So, hey, Ray Allen, you get what I mean? Hey, you need to pay the consequences. You shouldn't even been trying to have no relationships. If you even thought it was a woman, you should not have been trying. You have a wife at home. And I just strongly believe that if you're involved with a significant other, if you want to have fun outside of your relationship, the best way that you can handle that is have fun together. Period. Eliminate all that confusion and just have fun together. Tell your wife, come join me. Let's go, let's go screw somebody else. But doing it and being sneaky, you're eventually going to get caught. What's done in the dark comes to the light, period. That's what you can learn from this situation. Anybody can learn from this and just be open. But
you're missing the whole thing, though. Like, aside from him having a wife and you feeling your type of way about that, this man thinks he's talking to somebody else, when in reality it's the same dude. Like,
my point exactly. You don't know who you're talking to, so why even take that chance? Why even put yourself in a situation, Ray Allen, where you can be exposed? Did you not learn from the last time that you slid through someone's DM and they exposed you, but then here you go doing it again thinking it's going to turn out? You're Ray Allen. Who would not want to expose a celebrity after you come out and say and try to make me look like I catfished you or something like that? You're Ray Allen. You don't think that you're going to get exposed? You don't think that somebody's going to take that opportunity to expose you and possibly get interviews to put you out there and get paid? So think. Put your thinking cap on. You should not.
He was thinking.
Okay.
You know what he was thinking? He was thinking he was about to get that sexy woman that was on the picture.
Look at him.
Well, I'm just saying, he thought he was going to get that sexy woman that was on the picture. Have you seen Ray Allen? The nigga looks like a catfish. Like, what do you mean? He is the catfish, but he wanted.
Okay. I have a problem with people sliding through DMs and having conversations in private messaging without. If you know that your woman or your partner would have a problem with you having these conversations with someone privately, then it shouldn't be done, period. So do you have a problem with people sliding through the DMs?
But that's no, because the people sliding through the DMs, like, ain't nobody sliding my DMs, but what I'm saying is, like, that's how, if you see somebody on social media that you feel is attractive or you feel like you would like to know, what are you gonna do? You gonna post it on their wall?
You shouldn't do it if you shouldn't do it if you're involved with someone else, because eventually, I've learned from experience, it has happened. Even if I wasn't responding to the person, just a simple, just sliding through the DMs is just not good. I mean, if it's somebody that I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, shit, like, if they slide through the DM, they slide through the DM. You can accept or reject. I mean, you don't have to respond. You can say, no, thank you, I'm involved with somebody.
That you'll get away with, let me put it this way. If you think that you're being slick by sliding in someone's inbox, or don't, because eventually you will get caught.
Well, you couldn't be slick once they invented the screenshot.
Right.
Like, because people screenshot the shit out of everything. But I don't feel like it's a problem to slide into somebody's DM if that's who you want to pursue.
Okay.
Like, you feel like it's a problem?
It's a problem if you're with someone, yeah.
You just
It's a problem to be having private messages going back and forth with someone when you know you have a significant other. One day you could slip and leave your Facebook open, and all the messages are open. It happens over and over again. So if you know that you're involved with someone, why are you even DMing or trying to have if it's not anything that has to do with business or a business deal or something like that, then you don't need to be having those private conversations with anyone.
It could be a business deal.
Okay.
Like, let me show you this dick pic. You come through. You know what I'm saying? Bang you down.
You make me want to say something, but I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you focused on the fact that he's married. And I get that. I get that. But at the same time, you're making the victim the problem. Like, yes, he is a victim.
He is the problem.
No,
and nobody
he's a victim.
Else, no, a victim
he's
of
a victim.
What? A victim of what?
Of being catfished
Shit,
and
fuck
exposed. And exposed. You give somebody, if you send some news,
the victim.
listen.
The person who's the victim is Ray Allen's wife, who has to deal with all this shit being in the media and shit like that. He ain't no fucking victim. You pay for what you get. You think you're being slick, and you think that you can just hide all this. It's gonna come out. What's done in the dark comes to the light.
Again,
so,
you don't know the terms
shit.
of their relationship. You're assuming that the terms of his relationship is that of yours.
I'm not assuming. How I know what the terms of their relationship is, because you had to have a motherfucker sign a confidentiality agreement. So therefore, that lets me know the circumstances of your relationship.
That's bullshit.
You didn't want no shit.
That's bullshit.
Whatever. He got mad because the guy was tagging Ray Allen's wife in messages on Facebook. So that's where the confidentiality agreement came from, because this man started tagging Ray Allen's wife and family members in posts on Facebook. So therefore, he went and had to his lawyers and had a confidentiality agreement signed. So that tells me that the circumstances of that relationship, it was not okay for him to be having outside.
And that's not what it tells me. The confidentiality clause. No, the confidentiality clause is for him not to be spreading Ray Allen's naughty pictures all over the motherfucking internet. That's what I feel like the confidentiality clause is.
And next.
You just mad because I'm right.
You ain't right.
How you gonna tell me?
Next, we're going to go to a commercial break.
Go to this damn commercial.
We'll be right back. If you don't see Black here when we get done, then you know what happened.
Whatever.
You're listening to The Block with your girl, Stefani Love, on VillaCoolerRadio.com.
The fabric extent is now in effect on VillaCoolerRadio.com.
I wish I could kiss you to sleep. I wish I could kiss you to sleep.
You're on my mind, so they gotta fall in line. I'm on the grind, trying to make more of my time. You're like a star, so far out there in space. Can't say I need you, but I can't forget your face. Sinking and watching and wishing and hoping and praying, knowing I can't rush, but there's no delaying. Girl, I gotta get back there. I know you asking for easy, but girl, I please more than your body. Can you just give me what we started and wanted? Oh, we gotta get up there. You gotta earn your weight in gold. Sometimes you love me, sometimes I don't know. I'ma earn your trust in time, 'cause I like you on my mind. She reached for it's raining like.
Tell your friends.
All right, so we're back. That was a commercial. Remember, guys, we're going to do a drawing towards the end of the show, so you still have time to share this video. You also have time to still call in and let us know the most annoying thing that happened to you during Thanksgiving, and you will have an opportunity to win 2 Studio Movie Grill tickets. So go ahead, hit share, and go ahead and pick up the phone and give us a call. The number is posted up on the screen for you. But we're going to go ahead and just get into our next topic, and we're going to talk about when is an appropriate time to cut off sex with your ex. There was a friend of ours who had mentioned on Thanksgiving that they sent a small little message to an ex via to another friend. And later that night, they got a text message from the ex. And so the discussion came up during production meeting. When do we cut off sex with an ex, or what is appropriate to continue to have sex even after a relationship? And so I want to know Black's opinion, since he tends to know everything today.
Look, I thought we was cool after the commercial.
Oh, we were? Okay.
Forget you then. Nah, but I don't know, man. It really depends on circumstances, really. How everything was broke off, how you feel about that person. If it was more of a forced breakup than a actual, like, yeah, we're done breakup. Like, what was it? What was the circumstance? But I say, realistically, you can mash on your ex until you get into another relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, it should stop. But once you get, I mean, if you getting the cat, like, you getting it. You ain't got to go out and find it. You know, you still got it. You know what I'm saying?
But why? I guess I agree with you when you say it depends on the circumstances. Yes, it depends on the circumstances. However,
did you
I don't know. You're an ex for a reason.
Yeah.
And if I'm making you an ex, I don't want you after I've made you an ex. I don't want you sexually. I don't want you. I just don't.
What if that person made you an ex? Like, what if that person broke up with you? You still...
Oh, if you made me an ex, you definitely ain't getting the cookie.
What?
No.
Man.
You definitely ain't getting the cookie because you should have kept me. Period. I've also heard, I asked a couple of people about their opinion, and someone said, if I have a baby by that person, I can always have sex with that person, whether that person is in a relationship with someone or not. Because we have a baby together, I can have sex with that person. Me, nah, it doesn't work like that. Kid or no kid, you ain't finna get no cookie. I'm sorry, I protect mine.
Him want some milk and cookies.
I protect mine, because with your ex, you don't know. See, the problems you face. See, I got on my thinking hat today. The problem you face with exes is you don't know who that ex is screwing, even if he ain't screwing you. So if he ain't screwing you on a daily basis, then who is he screwing without you? So I ain't finna be screwing you whenever you think you want to just send me a drunk text and stuff like that. No, I'm not finna be second win. I'm not finna be third wheel, or no. No.
What?
No.
How you know he wasn't screwing people already?
He's an ex, especially if he's not involved in another relationship, then I know for sure I'm not the only one he's having sex with. So you ain't finna know.
How do
unless
you know
you're
that for
paying
sure?
for bills or something. Now that may be a different story. You want to be a trick? Then hey.
Did you just admit to wait? What?
Under circumstances, I think that would be the only circumstance, but then it'd have to be some good ass money, like paying bills to where my man wouldn't have to worry about paying bills.
But
and that don't really happen these days unless you got a millionaire or a celebrity or something.
But
like that.
what I'm saying
you
is,
ain't finna get no cookie for free.
What if he got that hammer? You know what I'm saying? Like you fell in love with him, but you fell more in love with the penis. And then he called you like, hey, what's up? Come through. And you thinking like, okay, well, shit, I'm not in a relationship with nobody. I might have, messed around with this dude, but he was all right. But I know my ex or my baby daddy or whatever you want to call him, he had that, you know what I'm saying, that motherfucking horse dick, and you want some of that. You ain't gonna go do it?
Nope.
You man say, I don't.
Nope.
I know if
you're an ex for a reason. You're gonna stay in the ex place. I don't think about none of my exes. You're an ex.
Man, and like I said, like that, it might not have been a bad breakup. It was just something that y'all needed to do.
No.
You what?
Nah.
Man, it's like, look.
Stay away. Because if you're still having sex with that person still thinks that they somewhat have ties to you.
That's how women think.
There's a lot of other things. No, men think that way too.
That's how women think.
Men think that way too.
Hey, I'm going to jump in here, guys. James said, variables in life make all things subject to circumstance. So let me throw out a scenario for you, Stefani Love.
Go ahead.
Okay, your baby daddy and you just fall out. For whatever reason, it doesn't matter what it is. Y'all could have been on a copacetic. Y'all both agreed that y'all need to separate type of deal. Years down the line, you know that your baby daddy has been doing nothing but being an upstanding guy. Okay, you know this because you have still a relationship with him because of your son. So you kind of know what's going on with him. Years down the line, he wants to reconcile. He wants his family together. You wouldn't entertain getting back with your baby daddy?
But see, that is depending on the circumstance. If he's wanting to reconcile and I'm in agreement to reconciling, then that's a different story.
Okay. So, but otherwise, if he was just wanting some sex, no thank you. Huh?
No thank you.
Okay,
what?
No thank you.
So you telling me on a drunk night?
Why do you continue to want to change my opinion?
I don't want to. I'm just asking questions. I mean, your opinion is your opinion.
I know.
You not my ex, and you won't be my next, so I ain't tripping.
Actually, my daughter's dad is very involved in his daughter's life. I have no problem with him. I'm still very friendly with the family because we grew up together. However, he would never be able to ask me nothing. No, can I take you to dinner? Can I let's try this one more time?
We're not talking about relationships.
I'm saying let's try, like let's have sex. Let's go sneak off and have sex and see if we still got that. No.
What?
No.
Cam.
See, that's the problem.
I got a question, bro.
Yes, sir.
You let me know how you feel about the whole sex with the ex and when to cut it off, because I don't know what she talking about.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be honest. I was the friend of the friend that got the call over the weekend. Hope if you're listening,
she's listening.
What's up?
Tell us you're listening.
So this how the conversation came up. But I just made a joke to send a message to an ex, and the message got to the person, and she sent a message back saying she got the message, and so that just started my mind to thinking, Black. So would I entertain it, I guess, is the question at hand.
Yes, I was entertaining.
My nigga.
Okay, but let me say this. I can understand why you would entertain it because of you're a single man.
Right.
I believe from knowing, I believe she's single.
Right.
And there may be still some chemistry. And I think that due to the I don't think that the relationship was ended on bad terms, but it was the best that needed to take place at that time.
Yes.
So it may be appropriate for y'all to try and rekindle. But in my situation, I can't say that I would do that to every ex. Like, if my man becomes my ex, hopefully if we end on, I probably let him get it for a lifetime. But the exes before that, my relationships have been so tarnished with them, I don't even think about them.
See, and that's the thing.
So I would never have sex with them.
When I asked the question to you, you wasn't thinking objectively. Oh, but when he said he would do it, all of a sudden, well, I can understand. I feel this. No, but you are supposed to be looking at it objectively, not as if it's you in this situation right now.
No, I have to think of me being in it. I would not. I don't. None of my exes before, so I can only speak on my experience.
Man.
None of my exes before.
I literally gave you the same
and
the
there
same
has
situation.
Been some that I have had intercourse with. That's another story. But I have had intercourse with some people that still have tried to, but just. No, I guess I'm self-disciplined. Let me put it that way.
Well, all I'm saying is I just gave you the exact same scenario that you said that he was in, and you was like, no, you was an ex. You was an ex for a reason. Well, she's an ex for a reason, but you understand
my exes
that.
are an ex for a reason.
You understand that.
My exes, but I know that situation, and I wish that situation would have worked out. And so that's why, according to his circumstances, I can say, try to rekindle it. Maybe it's something that was still there. Maybe the separation in the relationship and the time that y'all had apart made you realize that there's still some type of chemistry.
Or maybe it was Thanksgiving and she got drunk and horny and she wanted some.
Were you drunk when you sent the message?
I didn't say him. I said her. And maybe she was drunk and horny and she wanted some of that. Cam King Dingaling.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes, you know this.
Oh, you are?
You know what? I hate you. I fucking hate you. You always trying to fuck me up, and yeah. But I can speak objectively.
Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and get into some social media trolling.
Damn troll.
Man, you ain't nothing but a social media stalker.
Are you surfing or are you trolling? All right, guys. So I'm going to put a picture up really quickly before we even get started. Y'all know who I am. You know what I do. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. I want you to take a look at this picture, and I want to see if anybody can decipher who this individual is. When I first saw it, the only way I knew who it was because of the caption. But I left the caption off this time, and I wanted to see if anyone could just, distinguish who this person is based on this photo. And let's see, it's going to come up in just a moment. And just bear with us. We're live, so it takes a little moment to... There we go.
Oh, Lord.
So, super producer Cam King, do you might happen to know who that is?
I do not.
Okay. What about Blacc?
I definitely know who that is.
Okay, keep your mouth closed. Okay. Any of our listeners, can y'all quickly comment and tell us who this person might possibly be?
Cam King, you don't know who that is, bro. Look close. Look close. And they look far away and they look close again.
I mean, they have some makeup. I mean, it's someone we know. Famous, right?
Yeah.
It's a famous person. She's an actress. She's also possibly a singer. But
I'll give you a hint. She was really dumb. And what in the show she was on, she was really dumb.
It was a show back in the day that she played in. Okay. So we have a listener who stated it's Countess Vaughn. Anybody else got any idea? Does anybody agree?
Is that Countess Vaughn?
All right, so guys, there you have it. James Vaughn, you were correct. This is Countess Vaughn from the hit show Moesha. When I saw her picture, I was very big on Moesha. I would come home from school and watch it every day. I have followed Countess Vaughn even when she was on the recent reality show, R&B Divas or something like that. And she's very hard on herself about her appearance, her weight.
Don't look like
she's
it.
not accepted in society based on her. So she's went through a lot of drastic changes. She went through weight loss surgery. She's done a lot of things, plastic surgery. And this has been the outcome of... And I was just baffled because...
Bro,
I can't understand it.
Wait. What the fuck is wrong with her? What in the actual fuck is wrong with her, bro? She was actually a cute, chubby chick on the park.
She wasn't bad looking at all.
On Moesha. Bro, she looks like a whole man out in this bitch.
But a lot of, just upon me following her throughout the years from when she was on Moesha, this goes back to making your woman feel appreciated. Men don't realize how much effect that they have on a woman's self-esteem. Her husband is part of the reason why she felt as though she wasn't attractive, because he let her know that she was overweight. He let her know, different things about her appearance, and unfortunately it has led to her doing things to her body that wasn't really good. So it goes back to women. We need to start having self-confidence and stop looking for that validation from men, because I'm
glad you said that.
They don't necessarily have our best interests at heart. So, but men also, you need to start showing your women that, they're attractive, to eliminate them from doing things like that, because Countess, you look very horrible. Period. And that was your social media trolling.
Man, you ain't nothing but a social media stalker.
Are you surfing or are you trolling?
All right, so we're going to go into our song, Water. We'll be back right after the song. Stay tuned. You already know you listening to The BLOC with your boy Blacc on VillaCoolerRadio.com.
You're now listening to the smooth sounds of Rick and Daddy's music. My daughter working in the gym, practicing backflips. Her daddy waiting outside, writing manuscripts. It's mandatory that we make the most of every gift. I give my children game and hope they spirits lift. Spiritual savage, that's how they reference me. Whoever say they ain't with it, no need to help them leave. God's cleaning up house, he put my life in order. He put me on a higher level than I ever thought of. Thinking to myself, my thoughts gon' get me caught up. Jesus suffered for our sins, with his life he bought us. If life is like a game, I'm in my second quarter. Mr. Savage, adapt the change, some say his flow like water.
Like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot.
My other daughter graduating, about to go to college. I did the best that I could do to make her hunger knowledge. From humble beginnings, I'm like Christopher Wallace. I could picture me winning with a fist full of dollars. But I'm wishing for nothing, I'm just praising my pilot. He took me from everything that kept me divided. I'm dividing the paper with my people in private. We privately speaking, yet my circle is solid.
Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Daddy duties in full effect. The fully loaded, you disrespect him, I meant your neck. I'm devoted with no regrets. My oldest told me he hate me, I pray for him nonetheless. Forgive us for harsh words. Wisdom say you should bite your tongue whenever your heart hurts. I was heartless, I needed church. Bitter from bad breaks and complaining just made it worse. I'm aiming for higher goals, no generational curse. We generating some dough while keeping the Father first.
This is what it is, okay? I said empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
What's up, world? You're listening to VillaCoolerRadio.com. Tell your friends.
Guys, we are back. We are black. We are back. Now we're gonna get into the streets of talking.
Listen. The streets are talking.
All right, so streets are talking. The streets have talked, and they will continue to talk. So this week on the streets of talking, as a parent or as a future parent, how transparent will you be with your kids? Your past and what you've participated in, example, drugs, sex, infidelity, etc. Do you have the mindset of don't do it because I said so? Or will you admit to partaking in certain things and try to convince them how they should not do it? Please tell. And so I'll kick this one off for you. I'm one of the parents that's I'm gonna tell you a lot. I'm not gonna tell you everything, but I'm gonna tell you a lot so that you can see where I made my mistakes in life, what I did wrong. See how if you make this decision that this is what comes out of it, or this is what the consequences will be, because consequences don't affect just you. They affect you, your family, and people around you, even your friends. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you, I'm not just going to do as I say, not as I do. I'm going to let you know this is why you shouldn't do it. I did it, or I've seen somebody do it, and these are the consequences as to why you shouldn't do it. What do you think?
I mean, I like to be open with my children. I don't think I'll go into detail of everything, but yeah, I'll let them know. I feel the same way you feel.
What? Wait, hold on. What'd you just say?
I definitely, okay, so the question was, how transparent would I be with my children based on my life experiences?
Right, basically.
Okay. I'll be very transparent. I believe that I would rather for my children to get it from me than the outside world, because I'm going to teach them the best. You know what I mean? So definitely, I guess it would depend on the age and the appropriateness of how transparent I can be at that time. Like if my daughter is 16, 17 years old and we're getting ready to have the conversation of
That's too late. That's too late.
I'm just saying. I mean, if it's appropriate to be even more transparent, then hey, I'll be transparent and let her know. I'll let her know about don't be DMing no selfies because this is what possibly can happen. Don't hit up your ex after a breakup because he might not respond. I'll be very transparent. I mean, these niggas ain't shit because they like to claim that you catfished them, and then hey, you might even get sued for banging another bitch's husband. So just let it be. I'll be very transparent. That's the best I can give you.
That's the show. That's not, but I feel you. I'm going to be as transparent as I can be. I'm not going to, and my homeboy said it greatly. He said, be transparent without letting them see everything you do. And I agree with that because, I mean, if, let's say I did do drugs, like, I'm not going to allow them to see that. But if they start asking about it or, you know, asking, trying to experiment with it, I'm going to let them know, like, look, I've done this or I do this. So let me tell you how this shit is going to play out, because it's going to play out the way that it usually does. There's only a few ways that certain things can play out. So, I mean, you got to be transparent.
Then, you know, I often wonder, and it's very, I'm glad you brought this up, because I often wonder, like, the women who are strippers or even the men who are strippers, like, even if you're, like, do their children know that they swing from a pole every night and make money to provide for them? Like, how transparent are exotic dancers when it comes to their children? But then how transparent, even if you're not as transparent and you're trying to keep that away from them, you have things like social media where even if you don't tell them, they're going to find out. You know what I mean? When they get of age or their friends' parents are on social media and they happen to see, oh, Sue's mom was swinging from the pole and she made $20,000 last night. Like, whether you're transparent to them or not, like, social media has a big platform in everybody's lives. So you can't really, it's not too much that you can hide.
It's not, but now you
so
got
I
me
think
thinking.
you should be cautious of if it's something that if it's something that you don't really want your kids to partake in, or you don't want your kids to see, then you might want to think twice about doing it. I mean, that goes to even professions that you choose to take up, how you act at a party or a club. Like, I mean, even if you don't tell your children, it could be seen. They can see it.
Have you ever seen a prostitute with a child?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that was just a random ass question I wanted to ask.
I've seen a prostitute with a child. I've seen a prostitute be exposed, and then their children suffer from their decisions. So, I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter how transparent you are, how much you try to keep from your kids. Some way, somehow, they're gonna know. Just like on Love and Hip Hop, Lil Mo is dealing with that same exact thing. Her son wants a cell phone, and she doesn't. They have refrained him from having a cell phone, and he's like 11 years old. And they have tried to keep a cell phone from him because of he could go on Google and Google her name. She's a celebrity and find things out. Well, he got a hold to a friend's phone, and he Googled his mom's name, and the first thing that came up was how his dad has cheated on her. So, I mean, but she tried to keep that from him, but he still found out. So,
got to be more careful.
It would be, at these time and days, I don't think it matters how transparent you can be.
All right. Well, that was The Streets Are Talking.
Listen.
The streets are talking.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and talk about our next topic on the table. On Thanksgiving Day, there was a state trooper who was conducting a routine traffic stop, and little did he know that that would be the last traffic stop that he would conduct. He was shot and killed by a man. The trooper's name was Damian Allen. He was returning to his patrol vehicle at 4 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day, following a stop when he was shot by a rifle. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect, 32-year-old Debritt Montrell Black, fled the scene before being arrested around 9 p.m. in Waller County. He was taken into custody. He wasn't hurt or anything. And the only thing that had happened was he received a canine bite, but now he is in jail being held for murder. And we wondered, we could go a lot of ways with this topic, but we wanted to steer away from, race and because nobody deserves to lose their life, right? And this trooper, regardless of his skin color, he was doing his job at the end of the day. And there's nothing that could make the fact that he was gunned down by this man appropriate. He was walking back to his patrol car, so therefore he wasn't posing any threat to Mr. Blacc. He was walking back to his patrol car when the suspect decided to gun him down and murder him. So we wanted to focus more on routine traffic stops and the danger that you face when encountering routine traffic stops for even police officers and even the citizens. So, Blacc, my first question I wanted to ask you, because a lot of men are, whether you're white, black, Hispanic, y'all are more the ones who get stopped by officers because for some unknown reason. So, in your words, how do you handle yourself when you have been stopped by the cops?
Now I don't do shit. I don't do nothing. I haven't been pulled over. I've been pulled over recently, but when I got pulled over, definitely kept my hands on the wheel, didn't move, let him know every move I was gonna make. When he asked for my ID, I let him know exactly where it was. Actually, the last time I got stopped, he asked me for my ID. I said, look, it's over there. If you want it, you can get it, but I'm not moving. And he was like, why won't you get your ID? I say, look, I don't know if you watch the news or not, but it's a lot of shit going on, and I'm not moving. He was like, okay, that's fine. Well, just give me your name. Gave him my name. What's your driver's license number? Gave him that. I mean, I just gave him the information that he needed, that he going to get off the ID anyway. But I wasn't moving because I have a daughter. I'm not trying to get shot. And I'm not saying every police officer is out to, kill a young black male, but I don't necessarily feel comfortable being pulled over anymore. So I'm not moving. I'm just going to stay right there. You ask me to get out the car, I'll get out the car. It ain't no shit. Actually, I won't just get out the car because you got to have a reason to get me out the car. But I'll try to comply with you to the best of my ability, and I'm not going to move. That's how I deal with it.
Okay. I haven't never really had a bad traffic stop, so I really can't speak on this, but I know that with my son or with my daughter, what I would tell them is to be as respectful as you could. Because remember, this is someone in a higher authority than you are, and to try and end the situation as peaceful as possible. So keep your hands on the wheel, let them know where your belongings are when they ask for them, and just remain respectful. You may not want to at that moment, but you're trying to get home to your family members. You're trying to diffuse any confrontation. You don't know what mindset the police officer is in, and then the police officer doesn't know the mindset that the person who they're performing this routine traffic stop is on. So therefore, I just say, just be calm, be peaceful, and let the situation end as quickly as possible.
So this is the thing. I'm kind of curious about some stuff. One, let me throw a quick fact out there. Waller County, where the man was captured, that's the same county that Sandra Bland died in.
Right.
I went to school out there, so I know that area pretty well. And it's a lot of state troopers out there. Like, you might see the Waller police or you might see the Hempstead police, but more than likely you're going to see the state troopers. I'm sorry, but how did this man shoot the officer with a rifle? Like, that's what I'm not understanding.
He had the rifle. The officer was probably just performing a routine traffic stop.
Well, yeah.
It ain't like he searched his car, and if he would have searched his car before walking back to his patrol, he would have known that the rifle was there.
No, okay, well, he might have even known the rifle was there because in the state of Texas, you can legally.
How would he have known that the rifle was there?
Listen, he might have, because let me tell you how I used to ride. I used to ride with my shotgun sitting in my front seat. Like, I call my shotgun my bitch. Sat in my front seat. Whenever I got pulled over, the police officer could see it as clear as day. It's not illegal. It's not illegal in the state of Texas. Rifles and shotguns, you can have them in plain sight. I could walk down the street with it and it's not illegal.
So what are okay? So your point in saying that is
well, you were saying how would he know? I'm just saying there's a possibility that it was in plain sight. That's what I'm saying. I
highly doubt it was in plain sight. Come on, Black, be for real.
I'm telling you a true life story.
Real.
I am being for real.
Okay.
I've been pulled over with my shotgun in my front seat.
Okay.
And it's not been a problem. Like, the officer saw it, asked me what gauge it was. We talked about it. He gave me my little ticket, went about his way. It wasn't a problem. Like, that's a true story.
I'm just trying to see where you, what
I was literally asking, how did he shoot him with a right, like it
how he shot him. The officer was walking back to his car, so therefore his back was turned. We over and over and over again try to say when these unarmed black men are being shot down by police officers, we're always saying, oh, but his back was turned. Okay, the officer was walking. He probably had already gotten his registration and ID. He could have been walking back to his car to run his plates, to run his license. We don't know. The traffic stop could have been over, and he could have been. All we know is that the patrol officer, the state trooper, was walking back to his car, and that man pulled out a rifle and shot him. Why? Because at that moment, from the details that are given to me, I don't see any threat posed to where that man had the right to shoot that state trooper. So what is your point in saying, I don't give a damn where the gun was at. I don't give a damn if it was sitting on the dashboard, if it was sitting in the seat, if it was under the seat, whether it was visible or not. He had no right to shoot that trooper, period. Even if it would have been vice versa. If the man was walking back, if the suspect was walking back to his car, the officer would not have had the right to shoot that man. So what's your point in saying
first of all,
the gun was visible or not?
I was done talking about whether the gun was visible or not.
You weren't.
Firstly,
I was responding
secondly, if you let me finish saying what the hell I was gonna say, you would understand my point. Thirdly,
wrap it up.
Since you didn't took over my motherfucking point, I don't even remember what the fuck I was gonna say.
Because you had no point.
I really did, but you kept cutting me off.
Well, let me hop in here real quick, Black, just to end because we got to go here. But Steph, it is a dangerous, slippery slope when you are a black man in that situation when you get pulled over by the police. I, for one, am a little cautious when I get pulled over, particularly by troopers, because you're out there on the highway, nobody's out there but you and the trooper. I myself have been pulled over by the same state trooper 3 times within the span of 4 years, and I wasn't even driving the car the last time, which is just a testament that, or just proof that they profile. There's no excuse to what the guy did in killing the guy, but there is evil out there in the world. That's why we have law enforcement, supposedly to combat evil. It is a dangerous job. Not to belittle him being murdered, but that's what you kind of sign up for. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
But, I mean,
that's literally what you sign up for.
There's no, like James Vaughn said, I agree with you, James. There's no, based on what we know, there's no justification in that man shooting that state trooper. I don't give a damn
don't think we're trying to justify it, because we're not. We are not trying to justify it. He was wrong.
Okay.
The nigga was wrong.
Hustler of the week. Some days I'm humble.
Some days I struggle.
Every day I hustle.
The BLOC's Hustler of the Week.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
All right, so I have a good hustler of the week. I've been waiting to let everybody know I have been following her for a couple of months. I've actually wanted to inquire about some of her services. So we have this week for our hustler of the week, we have Salome Momo, and I hope I am pronouncing her name right, Salome. I think that's a very pretty name. Her picture is going to come up soon, but Salome is a professional massage therapist. She is the owner and founder of Touch of Peace. Healing Brand and Body Therapy. She specializes in massages, body therapy under anybody who's dealing with any stressful situations like sports, athletics. She even does therapy for people who have gone through plastic surgery like lipo. She does the therapy where she can release your fluids. Yes, the fluids, after you have liposuction, you have to release those fluids. So she specializes in that. Salome can be found on Facebook at The Healing Brand. She's also on Facebook, her personal page, Salome Momo. Her phone number is up there. Later on today, I will put her email. But like I said, her website will be up right now. For the next couple of days, she's running a November special, so you still have a couple of days for $45. You call it any body therapy that you want. $45 for a whole hour. You call it whatever it is you want it. You may want your toes, you may want your head, you may want your back, whatever. $45 for the remainder of this month. Go and check out Salome. Salome, we see you, we acknowledge you, and we thank you for giving us the opportunity to let our listeners know about your services. Keep doing what you're doing, and this week you are our Hustler of the Week. Some days I'm humble.
Some days I struggle.
Every day I hustle. The BLOC's Hustler of the Week.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
All right, so this week I have a thought of the week, but before I get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and announce I didn't have a caller, so we'll try next week. But I do have 2 tickets for Brianna Tyler Reed. You have won 2 Studio Movie Grill tickets, so hit us up and we'll get those to you as soon as possible. Also, the thought of the week, we're going to go ahead and close out the show, and I want to leave you with this thought. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. So if you have the desire to succeed, just go out there, do what you got to do. The fear of failure can cause you not to succeed. But if you have that desire to be successful, it'll all just unfold. And there you have it, your thought of the week. I want to thank everyone who tuned in this week for episode 13 on The BLOC. Remember, we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. And next week, we'll be able to give out 2 more tickets to Studio Movie Grill. But we definitely thank you. And you guys go out and have a wonderful Saturday. The BLOC is hot, but now class is dismissed.
Yeah, you've been listening to The BLOC. If you miss any part of the show, you can catch us every weekday, or you can download the podcast on VillaCoolerRadio.com. School is over, and we out.